حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة على سيدنا محمد الله المقام المحمود. استقيموا يرحمكم الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة، إن الله مع الصابرين. ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات، بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون. ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات، وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة، وأولئك هم المهتدون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. سبحان الله.
الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا.
الله أكبر.
سمع الله لمن حمده.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم عليهم ولا الضالين.
الله أكبر.
سمع الله لمن حمده.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. دكتور أحمد المر his brother passed away in فلسطين. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى له بالرحمة والمغفرة. اللهم لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. لك الحمد حتى ترضى يا رب العالمين. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم ارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين. اللهم اغفر لهم جميعا وارحمهم يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحمهم جميعا يا رب العالمين برحمتك الواسعة يا أكرم الأكرمين. اللهم ارحم هذا المتوفى يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه. اللهم إن كان محسنا فزد في إحسانه، وإن كان مسيئا فتجاوز اللهم عن سيئاته، ولقه برحمتك الأمن من عذابك وجاف الأرض عن جنبيه، وافسح له في قبره حتى تبعثه إلى جنتك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أبدله دارا خيرا من داره وأهلا خيرا من أهله. اللهم اغسله بالماء والثلج والبرد يا رب العالمين. اللهم نقه من الخطايا والذنوب كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس يا رب العالمين. اللهم أكرم نزله ووسع مدخله واغسله بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقه من الخطايا والذنوب كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس يا رب العالمين. اللهم لا تفتنا بعده ولا تحرمنا أجره واغفر لنا وله ولجميع موتى المسلمين يا رب العالمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. For anyone who came for the condolences to give to the brother for his the passing away of his brother, you can proceed to the gym, which is in the An-Nur Academy's building.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Just very quickly, as Brother Salman was saying, I don't want to interrupt your sunnah. As you may have heard, my uncle passed away today. I just was hoping we culturally will have dinners when we have this sort of thing in honor of the individual who passed away. All we ask is for dua. In the gym of the building next door, downstairs in the basement, there will be a dinner. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome to come. And all we ask for, inshallah, is just dua on behalf of the deceased, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. It'll be at 9 o'clock exactly, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, inshallah. Dr. Ahmad, inshallah, asked Dr. Hatim Haj to speak about 10 minutes as advice, inshallah, for all of us. So Dr. Hatim will be talking about for the advice, and then we'll continue with the QAs in this place, and the Azza will be in the gym. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, after the sunnah, inshallah, he will talk a few minutes. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, Inshallah, Dr. Ahmad said everybody is invited. Inshallah, all of you are welcome, inshallah, to come to the Azza downstairs. So everybody is invited. Please come and join and show your support and your dua, inshallah. Inshallah, Dr. Hatim will talk now. After the talk, we'll go all of us, inshallah, to the gym for the Azza. Jazakumullah khair.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. ثم أما بعد, to proceed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كل نفس ذائقة الموت ونبلوكم بالشر والخير فتنة وإلينا ترجعون. Every soul will taste death, and we test you with good and hardship, and to us you shall return. Every soul will taste death, and we test you with good and hardship, and to us you shall return. That's basically what we have to keep in our mind all the time, that the test itself does not matter. As long as it is a test, it does not matter. نَبْلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests us with hardship and ease. Tests with hardship and good. Khair is good, ease, wealth, health, and so on. But these are just tests. These are just trials. And they are trials for a very limited time. But what matters the most is كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Every soul will taste death. And once that happens, the trials become irrelevant. Truly irrelevant. So no matter how you lived your life, you could have had the best life ever. You could have had the best career, the best spouse, the best, made the greatest money, and then had great relationships, friendships, and so on and so forth. Had a lot of, causes of happiness and joy and bliss in this life. But that does not matter at the end. Once we basically meet our destiny, and once we return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the trial itself, the test itself becomes very irrelevant. What matters is how you answered. Basically how you responded, how you answered. What matters is whether you've shown Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the gratefulness that He's due, whether you've shown Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the patience in your test of hardship, or during your test of hardship, or the gratefulness that's due to Him in times of ease and times of good. So at a time like this, we have to remember that what one of our righteous predecessors said, لو كانت الدنيا من ذهب يفنى والآخرة من خزف يبقى لما آثر العاقل الذهب الذي يفنى على الخزف الذي يبقى فكيف الدنيا من خزف يفنى والآخرة من ذهب يبقى. So if dunya was made out of porcelain, but it is transient, if dunya was made out of gold, but it is transient, and the akhirah was made out of porcelain, but it is permanent, infinite, no sane person would favor the finite gold over the infinite porcelain. Porcelain is cheaper than gold for sure. But if dunya was much, much greater than al-akhirah, but at the end of the day it's finite. If the pleasures of dunya were greater, suppose the pleasures of dunya were much greater than the pleasures of al-akhirah, the comparison between the dunya and akhirah is like gold and porcelain. No one in his right mind would favor the gold that vanishes, that ends, that's finite, over the porcelain that is permanent, that is infinite. And then he said, how about if this is not the case? The case is that the dunya is made out of porcelain that is transient, and the akhirah is made out of gold that is infinite. So how could a sane person, how could anyone in his right mind favor that which is transient and insignificant over that which is great and permanent and infinite. So there should be no question in our minds about this. And if we think about it, it doesn't really require any thought. That's called Pascal's wager, by the way, for those of you who studied philosophy. But anyone in his right mind would come to this conclusion. Anyone in his right mind would come to this conclusion. What is wrong with us then is that we are a species that tends to forget very quickly. وَلَقَدْ عَهِدْنَا إِلَىٰ آدَمَ فَنَسِي وَلَمْ نَجِدْ لَهُ عَزْمًا. وَلَقَدْ عَهِدْنَا إِلَىٰ آدَمَ فَنَسِيَ وَلَمْ نَجِدْ لَهُ عَزْمًا. And we have given the covenant to Adam, but he forgot, and we did not find him to have great resolve, great willpower. He forgot. We did not find him to have great resolve and great willpower. That is why the Prophet ﷺ wanted us not to forget, because it is not about the equation itself. It is very clear. No one in his right mind would favor the transient over the permanent. It is about the fact that you forget and you get distracted. That is why the Prophet said, أَكْثِرُوا ذِكْرَ هَذِمِ اللَّذَّاتِ. Frequently remember the interrupter of all enjoyments. What is the interrupter of all enjoyments? Death. Because it brings back this to the fore of your mind. Yeah, and that is why a moment like this, when you hear of someone passing away, it's an opportunity for us to sit down and to really take heed and to really reflect on this, because this is someone else's moment, but a moment like this for you will come at some point that is very soon. No matter how far it is in our calculations, it is still soon. I say to myself, I say I was just 25, a few years ago. I'm much more than 25 now, but time goes by so quickly, and you will find this out, that time will go by so quickly. You may not realize this when you are in your teens or tweens, but once you hit your 40, you will look back and say to yourself, I was just 20, I was just 30 or something. And time goes by very quickly. So it is important in a time like this that we are reminded that a moment like this will also come for us. But don't sit down and wait for a moment like this to come and remind you. Actively pursue that remembrance. أكثروا ذكر هذه اللذات means that you go out to the cemetery to remind yourself, that you wash the dead to remind yourself, that you hear of a funeral or aza someplace else and you go, so that you are in the midst of it, because hearing about it is unlike being in the midst of it. So you actively remind yourself, and that is important for all of us. Our obligation towards our brother who had died, particularly the family members, is to give charity on his behalf, to make dua for him. You could also recite on his behalf. This is a little bit controversial, but the majority allowed reciting the Quran on his behalf and giving him the reward of that recitation. Or if you want to be on the safe side and consider the Shafi'i disagreement here, you ask Allah to grant to him an equal reward of the reward that you get when you recite. And if you do this, you'll be fine according to all of them. So recite some Quran and ask Allah to reward it, give him an equal, comparable reward. Give charity on his behalf, make dua for him. And if you want to start, like if someone really loved their deceased and they want to start a sadaqah jariyah on their behalf, that would be most excellent. So a charity that is ongoing, a sadaqah jariyah, so that there would be a legacy left behind for them on their behalf, that would be excellent. There are so many ideas, you could ask, but there are so many ideas that we can think of in terms of the sadaqah jariyah, to leave a legacy that will benefit the deceased, inshallah, in their grave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pardon them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala admit them into paradise without reckoning and without any punishment. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to learn from these moments. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to be mindful of this destiny all the time, and to be mindful of our return to Him, and to work for it, and to be ready when our moment comes. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك.
Inshallah, so inshallah it will be in the gym, so please inshallah go to the gym and join inshallah the Aza. Jazakumullah khairan.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. Everybody is invited downstairs, brothers. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
This is the doctor. لا ولا ما فيش حاجة.
I came from here.
Yeah, no, we'll
It's difficult now. I understand.
I know how it, I'm trying to figure out a way to do it.
No, I think whoever wants to stay for
Yeah, you can
just
ask. Yeah, you can have. I mean, you can sit and ask for the sheikh. Yeah, but we can ask. We can ask. If you have questions, you can ask the sheikh. Unless you want to go eat. You want to go eat, we'll bring you food.
No, absolutely not. I'm not.
Yeah, because you know he has question. He has question. Yeah, inshallah. Sit. If you have questions, we can do it without the mic. Let's